Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. I am frankly FM84 and a big thank you for joining me on another potential superstar of FM22. So in the last episode we profiled Emil Smith-Rowe and he turns into quite the world star. In today's episode we are going to be profiling a player that is an American who starts the game on loan at Hoffenheim but is contracted to Bayern Munich. So let's have a little look at Chris Richards. He is a 21-year-old central defender who stands at 6'2" and weighs 12 stone 12 pounds. As I said, 21 years old. He has a contract which is worth £16,500 a week and he expires in 2025, so he has 4 years at the start of the game. As I said, he does start out on loan at Hoffenheim, so you might not be able to approach him in the first season, but at the age that he is and the type of player he is, I think he's one for the future anyway, and maybe approach him to get him in the second season. You can see his value is 1.8 to 5.4 million pounds. In terms of his positions, he can cover left and right back and also wing back, but his main spot is central defender, and that's where you should look to implement him. So looking at his stats, he's at Bayern Munich for a reason. Obviously, you can see that in terms of his tackling, it's 13, technique is 12, passing 13, so he's good from the back. Heading is 13, first touch of 12, crossing and dribbling both 11, so a good building block of stats in terms of his technicals. In terms of his mentals, he has good anticipation, bravery is 14, determination of 14, he has teamwork of 14 and work rate of 14. In terms of his physicals, all of these are yellow stats. So acceleration of 13, jumping reach 14, natural fitness 14, pace of 15, stamina of 12, strength of 13. So a little look over on the right hand side of the screen shows that he has a balanced personality. His media description is centre back and his player traits are brings the ball out of defence. So pairing that up with his passing of 13, he is a player who has potential to be able to drive your team forwards from the back, which is something that a lot of teams look to use, certainly in Football Manager. So intriguing a player as he is, an American in Germany, what we are going to do is jump 5 years into the future and show you exactly how Chris Richards develops and see whether he can turn into a potential superstar of FM22. As always though, before I show you how Chris Richards turns out in FM22, a little bit of a call out for your help. If you're at this point of the video and you're enjoying the content, you haven't hit the subscribe and like button, what are you waiting for? Please go and do it. Help the channel out. I appreciate every single person that has done that across the journey I have had on YouTube so far. And if you are one of those people that have already done it, I appreciate it so much. But you're not here for me to ask those questions. You're here to see how Chris Richards turns out 5 years into the future. So let's not wait. Let's jump to 2026 and show you how he turns out in FM22. Okay then, so as promised, we have now jumped 5 years into the future and we are at the 1st of July 2026. And you can see that Chris Richards is no longer a Bayern Munich player. He is playing for Eintracht Frankfurt and he's now valued at 5.2 to 16 million pounds. He's a 26-year-old who has represented the United States of America 46 times. So his wage demands are still £39,000 per week, so not that bad if you're looking for a central defender who you are probably going to be able to rely on. He has a contract that runs until 2030, so has 4 years left on that deal. So let's have a little look and see what's happened across the 5 years. You can see he can still play at left back and right back, but he's mainly a central defender. And when we look at his technicals, he probably hasn't developed at all really. Considering he's a Bayern Munich player, I thought you might have seen a few of these stats rise, but they to me look pretty much identical to what they were in 2021. So tackling, passing, heading, first touch are all the standouts still in terms of technicals. His mentals, I think anticipation, bravery, determination, positioning, teamwork and work rate are all stats that are going to put him in good stead. And his physicals still, they are all pretty good too. Acceleration of 14, jumping reach of 15, natural fitness of 14, pace of 15, stamina and strength both 13. So He's still a spirited personality. He has centre back as his media description. He now gets forward whenever possible and brings the ball out of defence. So a little look at his 5 years will show that he has actually played games across the 5 years. He has bounced around club to club though. Quite disappointing that he left Hoffenheim to go back to Bayern Munich. So in his first season at Hoffenheim, placed 29, had 2 assists, 1 player of the match, and a 6.90 average rating. Then goes back to Bayern, can't break the first team, plays in the second team, plays 34, scores 2, 1 assist, 2 player of the matches, and a 7.1 average rating. Again, can't break the Bayern Munich team the following season and plays for Bayern's second team again. Only 5 times this time before he is loaned out to Lille, and there he plays 24 games, scoring 1 goal, 1 player of the match, and a 7.07 average rating in the Liga 1 Uber Eats. He's not actually that bad of a performance. He then gets sold to Red Bull Leipzig for £2.9 million. They play him 11 times with a 6.9 average rating before he then moves on to Eintracht Frankfurt for £5.5 million in the 25-26 season. He's played 31 games, scored 1 goal and a 7.02 average rating. So I think that shows that if you are going to buy him and you can get him for like £2.9 million like Leipzig did, or you can loan him from Bayern Munich if you don't want to buy him, he's going to come in and do a solid job, scoring 7 point something ratings where pretty much wherever he's been. With his height and his build, he seems a player that you can develop in the future. Maybe not as an out and out starter, but if you want a little project and you need a defender, I think he's one you can buy and slot into your team, and actually he will come good. Okay, then that's another player profile done, and this time Chris Richards is in the books. He is a versatile defender who is an American, stands at 6'2", 12 stone, 12 pounds, so he's a big, bulky character. He has good stamina, he has some good stats in terms of his physicals. He has work to be done elsewhere though. Didn't really develop as I thought he would in the save, but I think that might be down to a lack of first team football, because when he got to play for Lille and Leipzig and Frankfurt, he actually turned in some really good performances. And to see those kinds of teams interested in him suggests that he's actually a better player than those raw stats suggest. So I'm going to wrap that one there, and I will see you on the next episode of the Potential Superstars of FM22. Thank you for watching.